Yankees fans, listen up. The Bronx is heating up and it's no joke. Stanton's coming back. Bold lineup moves are on the table and trade rumors are flying. Want to be the first to know everything? Hit that subscribe button and ride with me on this exclusive inside coverage. The biggest issue the Yankees are facing this season isn't on the mound, the bullpen, or even the IL. It's in their surplus of talent. Sounds wild, right? For years, fans in the Bronx have begged for a consistent offense, a reliable lineup that wouldn't fall apart with one injury. And now that they finally got it, Aaron Boone's got a dilemma on his hands that most managers would dream of or dread. With Giancarlo Stanton set to return to the lineup as the designated hitter, the Yankees are flirting with a crisis of abundance. That's right, the offense is so stacked, so productive, there's simply not enough room for everyone to play. And while that sounds like a blessing, it's also one hell of a curse. Because how do you look a hot bat in the eye and tell him he's riding pine just because there ain't room? After the Yankees beat the Kansas City Royals, Boone gave one of the most honest quotes we've heard all year. There are going to be tough decisions every day to keep guys who deserve to play regularly in the lineup, he said. But some will end up out on a given day, even though they probably should be in. That's real. In baseball, every game can spark a winning streak or spiral into a losing stretch. These decisions don't just fill out a lineup card, they shape seasons. And Stanton's return is massive. When healthy, he turns the heart of the Yankees order into a danger zone for any opposing pitcher. But it also raises the question, who sits so he can hit? Here's where it gets spicy. Boone's considering using rising star Ben Rice behind the plate, which would let Stanton stay at DH and keep the offense humming. But it's not that simple. Austin Wells, the current starter at catcher, has been solid, both behind the dish and at the plate. He's a young guy on the rise, earning praise from the coaching staff. Benching him now could shake his confidence and mess with a squad that's finally found its rhythm. Rice has catching experience from Dartmouth and trained as a catcher this spring. So yeah, he's ready. But is he ready? That's the gamble. This isn't some throwaway regular season game. It's the New York Yankees playing with urgency. Every win matters, every loss stings, and every lineup tweak could trigger a ripple effect. Trying Rice at catcher is bold, but it speaks volumes about the Yanks' 2025 mindset. Win at all costs. They're done trying to just keep things steady. They're fighting to hold on to the edge they finally gained. And it's not just Rice we're talking about. The Yankees have been tossing around even wild ideas behind the scenes, like shifting veteran Paul Goldschmidt to second base, a position he's never played. Or moving Jazz Chisholm and bumping DJ LeMahieu to first, setting him to the bench. Risky? Definitely. But it shows how tight things are in this lineup. Boone said it best. We'll do whatever we can to keep everyone engaged and contributing. Message received. Doesn't matter whose name is on the back of the jersey. Everyone's in play. Even the vets. This is a rare look at a team that's reinvented itself after years of frustration. But now they face a new kind of threat. An abundance that could become a weakness if mismanaged. You've got guys talented enough to start for nearly every team in the league, all fighting for the same few lineup spots. And if that wasn't enough, there's the emotional factor. Anyone who's ever played ball knows confidence is everything. Bench a guy who's rolling and you risk throwing off the clubhouse vibe. That's probably why Boone's leaning into unconventional moves. Rice behind the plate is a risk, but it might be the spark that keeps this offense electric. It could keep the momentum alive, or it could start a domino effect of tough decisions still to come. So what do you think? Should Ben Rice really take over as catcher to open up that DH slot? Or would it be smarter to keep trusting Wells and the natural rotation? Let me know in the comments how you'd set this Yankees lineup. Who plays, who stays, who rides the bench? Because here's the thing, this abundance may not last as long as we think. Just as Boone's figuring out how to juggle Stanton, Rice, and Wells, a new problem's brewing. Jazz Chisholm Jr. has hit the IL with a right oblique strain. Suddenly, what was a surplus in one area just became a shortage in another. With Chisholm out, the Yankees are left with Oswald Peraza, Jorbit Vivas, and Pablo Reyes at second. None of them bring the perfect combo of experience, offensive output, and defensive trust this team needs right now. And that's why one familiar name is back on the radar in the Bronx, Jon Berti. Yeah, that Jon Berti, the versatile vet who wore pinstripes in 2024 after that 3-team deal with the Rays and Marlins. At 35, Berti ain't flashy, but he's the type of guy who plugs holes, brings stability, and knows how to handle the pressure of playing in New York. He's currently with the Chicago Cubs, but his playing time shrunk thanks to top prospect Matt Shaw. Despite Shaw hitting just 172 in 18 games before getting optioned to AAA, the Cubs have since patched third base with guys like Justin Turner and Vidal Brujan. When Shaw returns, and he will, Berti's time could shrink even more. Enter the Yankees. With a sudden need at second base, Berti looks like a natural fit, a bridge until Chisholm gets back, a guy who won't steal headlines but who delivers exactly what this team needs: stability and speed. He stole 5 bases on 6 tries last season and has a proven track record of hustle. And the Cubs? They could use help too. Their bullpen's been a mess. That's where the Yankees might deal from strength. One intriguing name is Yerry De Los Santos. The Dominican righty has only tossed 2 MLB innings in 2025, but is crushing at AAA. 9 Ks in 9.1 innings with just 1 earned run. Another possible trade chip, Brent Hedrick, a lefty with Twins and Yankees experience and a career K9 of 11.6. A deal involving Berti, and one of those arms wouldn't make ESPN's front page, but it could be the move that keeps this train on track. Berti wouldn't be coming in as a savior. He'd be coming in to keep the engine running while this lineup gets back to full strength. The question is, do the Yankees make that move now? Or do they wait for Chisholm to heal and risk leaving the infield out of sync? And what about you, fan? Would you bring Berti back to the Bronx in exchange for a promising bullpen arm? Or should the Yanks fill this lineup gap internally? Sound off in the comments with how you'd handle it. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, now's the time. Because what's coming next ain't just about where Stanton fits. It's about who's holding the infield together while the Yankees try to hold on to their momentum in the middle of the storm. New York's got a plan, but is it the right one? Let's talk about it.